When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Red Raiders will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Castellanos. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's McCoy. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's reeled in. It's Pittman. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for space, it's Joyner. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it and getting the guy.
Makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. The give to the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Webster. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Knowles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They're testing the right side here. Still on his feet at the 25. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Slings it downfield. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the 1st quarter will end. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Pulled down for the tackle.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snares it outside. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the 1st down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 35 before he's stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Morton. Grab near the marker, it's Eakin. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Raiders! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Miami. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see and hear.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Lets it fly. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Running into the open space. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Right. Snap.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turns it on at midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
They send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down.
Fourth down coming up.
They'll send out the kicker here. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Virgil. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a huge completion.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on first down that just goes awry?
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Bunch formation for these receivers. The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Break. Single. Get ready.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air, it's Castellanos. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call, and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly, and you get your eyes on the quarterback, and you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Tried to get him a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's...
He's got it along the sideline. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw again. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership, come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Here's a heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on first down. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him. Put it on first down, but the defense was ready. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Oh, my, he just shanked that one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Eakin. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 18 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught in the backfield, it's Webster. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's Webster. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Easton. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the